voice applications in Pier.
This is the second in a series of video presentations about the Etherphone voice management system at the Xerox Palo Alto Research Center. The Etherphone system is implemented within an integrated programming environment called Cedar. Cedar runs on a collection of personal workstations and servers interconnected with Ethernet, a local area network. The research goals of our experimental voice system focus on the use of voice in personal information systems. We will briefly review the system architecture and the workstation telephone management features presented in the earlier program, and then present some new voice applications, including an audio meeting service, voice annotation of text documents, simple voice editing, and active multimedia documents. We will demonstrate the use of these applications in ordinary working situations. Our voice system supports all of the voice management needs, including advanced telephone features, for nearly 50 laboratory members. Each office is equipped with a modified telephone instrument, a speaker and microphone, and a custom microprocessor-based controller. Together, this equipment is called an Etherphone.
System databases and connections are managed by a centralized switching server on the network. A second server, called the voice file server, is used to store and access digitally recorded audio signals. A commercial speech synthesizer is available as a server to any Etherphone user.
The Cedar Workstation, combined with a custom-tailored telephone system, offers a number of flexible, time-saving conveniences to Etherphone users. Personalized ring tunes announce calls to individual Etherphone users. Calls are placed by name or number. Named calls reach Etherphone users at any location, whether in their own offices, logged in at other workstations, or registered as visitors at another Etherphone site. The Cedar Workstation supports a two-dimensional user interface to the Etherphone system. This interface includes buttons to place calls, answer them, and send selected text to a text-to-speech synthesizer. A conversation log provides a history of recent conversations and allows them to be manipulated. A single mouse click can redial a prior call, as shown here, or answer, hold, or disconnect a current call. A personal telephone directory, created from databases or from ordinary text files, combines private and public telephone numbers. The directory serves as a set of speed dialing buttons. A click on a desired entry places a call. The Etherphone system also supports novel kinds of interactive voice connections, such as the use of the telephone system to broadcast internal talks or meetings. The audio meeting service allows one- or two-way connections to meetings without interfering with the ability to receive ordinary telephone calls. Today's session of an ongoing user interface seminar will start soon. Before the meeting begins, the meeting service is made available to remote participants.
User interface seminar.
Polle opens her reminder message, selects the meeting name, and clicks the Join Meeting button to join the meeting.
The first thing we need to do is check the service. Hello, is there anybody out there?
Hi, this is Polly. I'm going to stay in my office so I can get an important call. I'll chime in if I have anything important to say.
Oh, that's fine. Is there anybody else out there?
Hi, this is Dan. I'm here too.
Okay, good. So let's get started. Does anybody have anything to say? In particular, I'm wondering...
Rather than the original scanned image, would you keep the scanned images?
Hi, this is Polly.
Hi, this is Werner Kurtzman from SpeechTech.
Oh, hi,
Incoming
Werner.
calls
Glad I finally
automatically
get in touch with you.
supersede the meeting audio, which has been designated as a background activity. When Polle has completed her long-awaited call, the background meeting audio resumes.
Oh, that's done intentionally. That's
Now, of course, this means that the audio probably has to be pretty high quality.
The Etherphone system further supports voice annotation of text documents or electronic mail and simple voice editing. The voice source can be either a single speaker or an ongoing telephone conversation. Polle has received an electronic message and is composing a response. A comic strip dialogue balloon indicates the presence of a voice annotation of arbitrary length. Voice can be added to any character in a document without affecting the document's layout.
Tomorrow's meeting is going to be at Dan Swinehart's house, 586 San Simeon, but I don't exactly know how to get there.
Swinehart.
Hi, Dan. Leslie needs to know how to get to the meeting tomorrow. Can I record your directions for her?
Sure. Will she be coming from home or work?
Home, I think.
Oh, okay. Let's see. From Mountain View, you take the Antelope Expressway 1/4 mile past Ladera into Palo Alto and then turn right onto San Simeon. Then you just go 2 blocks and it's on your right past Martini's Market. Got that?
Yeah,
Okay. By the way, Polly, can you bring a flip chart or something for us to use tomorrow?
sure. See you tomorrow.
Okay, thanks, bye.
Bye.
In creating our voice editor, our primary goal was ease of use in office situations. We provide a simple interface based on text editing rather than a more complex approach that might be used in a sound studio. Our interface is optimized for adding, replacing, or deleting voice at the sentence or phrase level. A visual representation of the voice shows its sound and silence profile. Sound is dark and silence is light. Special commands allow selected portions of the voice to be played back and new voice to be added.
Tomorrow's meeting is going to be at Dan Swinehart's house, 586 San Simeon, but I don't exactly know how to get there.
Let's see. From Mountain View, you take the Antelope Expressway 1/4 mile past Ladera into Palo Alto and then turn right onto San Simeon. Then you just go 2 blocks and it's on your right past Martini's Market. Got that?
Deleting, moving, and copying voice use exactly the same commands as those used in Cedar's text editor. Color provides a short editing history to augment the basic sound and silence profile. The most recently modified segment appears in bright yellow, which grows darker with each successive edit.
Here's Dan telling you how to get there.
Textual annotations can be permanently added to the voice profile. These might contain additional information, as shown here, or they might be keywords from the voice.
Tomorrow's meeting is going to be at Dan Swinehart's house, 586 San Simeon. Here's Dan telling you how to get there.
From Mountain View, you take the Antelope Expressway 1/4 mile past Ladera into Palo Alto and then turn right onto San Simeon. Then you just go 2 blocks and it's on your right past Martini's Market.
Finally, she deletes the unedited version of Dan's instructions and sends the message. We are exploring a novel scripting mechanism for creating arbitrary viewing paths through one or more electronic documents. Scripted multimedia documents can contain a combination of text, pictures, audio, and action. Scripts can orchestrate audiovisual presentations, arrange informal communications, or organize collections of information. The description of the voice system architecture that you saw at the beginning of this tape was actually a segment of an automated introduction to Cedar's voice applications. Let's look more closely at a longer version of it.
The Scripted Documents application allows users to create active paths through a set of multimedia documents. This document presents the key ideas of scripted documents, describes some example uses of scripts, and explains how to create scripts and play them back. Scripted documents rely on the Etherphone system for their narration. This portion of the script describes the voice system architecture by animating a diagram made with the Gargoyle Illustrator. Actions at each step play back previously recorded voice segments and drive Illustrator commands to highlight system components. System databases and connections are managed by a centralized switching server. A commercial speech synthesizer is available as a server to any Etherphone user. The Finch Telephone Management Program can be used to place and receive calls in a variety of ways, as well as to access the speech synthesizer. Tioga Voice adds voice recording, playback, and editing functions to the Tioga text editor. A paper outlining the voice system and its design philosophy appears in the proceedings of the Second Workstation Conference. Well, I hope you enjoyed our presentation. I have to make a call now. Hello?